You can really tell when cabin fever is getting to you when you do things like this, shredding up egg cartons by hand for your worms. What I also did, which I've never done before, is I've taken all the toilet rolls and kitchen rolls that I had, and I put them through the shredder as well for the worms. This makes pretty nice shreddings. I've never done that before. I also had a couple paper bags I did for that as well. So since my last video on my worm bin, I found out that apparently I don't have red wigglers. I have blue worms. And every night I've been going through and looking at the worms to see. I watched some videos and I got some advice from some other people. And I believe these are all blue worms in here. There are no red wigglers, which I'm really kind of upset about because that's what I paid for. I paid for red wigglers and apparently I didn't get what I paid for. So it's time to start moving them to a new bin. As I showed you before, I started to do that. I did the new container. We're going to try a kitty litter bucket again and see how that works out. So I'm going to dig through here at first and perhaps put some into the new bucket, and then we'll start to bait them out. Okay? I can't do this without gloves on. I don't know why. I just get creeped out. So I'm going to take all the egg cartons that I shredded up and I'm going to put them in the bottom there. It just about covers the bottom. Let me show you. Can you see that? There we go. Okay. And I think I'm going to take some of the paper shreddings as well and put them on the bottom. I'm not going to wet them because I don't want it to get too wet in there just yet. So I'll probably add some water on the top. I'm going to pull back the bedding here. Let me see if I can get you in for a better view. But the thing that I learned about my worms, and the reason why we believe they're blue worms and not red wigglers, is, hopefully you can see that, the clitellum is closer and it's flatter on the worm. It's not bulging at all. And the way these worms move are kind of like an inchworm. I still find them very fascinating, but as I said, I'm a little disappointed they're blue worms and not red wigglers. So let's see. Get through here. I've been trying to aerate this as well to get it to be a little bit easier to sift through. I know there's going to be a lot of paper in the castings, and that doesn't really bother me for the garden when I use it because that'll just also fade away as time goes on. So, oh, there's that. Is there any? Oh. Okay, here's another guy. And they're quick too. They're pretty quick at going to hide. So that was the other thing. And I have still been looking for cocoons. I have not found one cocoon yet with these guys. Someone had said on the egg crates, egg cartons, that sometimes they find them quite often on there, but I have not been able to find them. So let me get some worms and put them into the other bin, and then we'll start the harvest. I just wanted to get the new bin started a little bit before we start really transferring these guys over. Just want to give you an idea of how I'm doing this. I picked up this little basket at the Dollar Tree, and it does have holes that are larger than the trays that I believe Emily and perhaps it's Lilia use to harvest their castings. So what I decided just to get the other bin started. I'm just putting in a handful at a time, giving it a shake to get a good majority of the castings out. And there will be some worms in here, but at least the unprocessed paper will be in here. And then I'm dumping it into the other bucket for now. Found my big guy again. And that looks like his clitellum. Or is it on? Yep. But he seems to be moving backwards. See him? Now, is this guy a red wiggler? Let's see if I could get him. I wanted to get you a real good view. He's got the stripes on there. He's much slower moving. There. Now you can see him a little bit better. And that looks like, from the different videos I've watched, that that's where a red wiggler's clitellum would be. So if somebody could give me an answer, I'd appreciate it. Because I guess I only have one red wiggler. Now what I've done to start the collection in my main bin is I took one of these salad containers and I took the lid off, and then I went around along the edges and drilled holes, and I cut the inside. You know how that little bit of the drillings goes around the like right there, which I have to get off, so that way hopefully the worms don't hurt themselves. No holes on the bottom. And the idea behind this is they'll go in there after the food and not fall right out when I go to pick them up each week to put them into the other bin. I'm going to put shreddings in there, a little bit of food, and then more shreddings on the top. And this way I'm only going to feed in that section. So that way the worms will go there to get their food. I hope you can see him. Oh, there he goes. I've shredded up some food in the food processor. So let's get that in the middle here. It's not very shredded, but, and this will add plenty of moisture into this bedding. I did put down some eggshell on top of the bedding. And now we'll put some more bedding on top of that. That was frozen food. I always freeze my food to try to keep down on fruit flies and critters. So there we go. I'm not going to add any moisture to it. I'm just going to leave it as it is for right now, and hopefully it all works out well. So thank you for joining me today. I'll probably wait maybe a week, maybe two, we'll see. And I'll bring an update on how the harvesting is going. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of my subscribers. I just love the comments. I love being able to share ideas and the way we do things and learning from each other. So thank you so much for continuing to watch my channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button. And if you hit the little bell, that will notify you when I post a new video. I understand that I have some people who just watch my worm videos and some who watch everything. Doesn't matter. I'd love to hear from you. Please drop me a message. That'd be great. And have a great day.